This video took me exactly 1 year to make. For the last 1 year, I've been asking ChatGPT what stocks to buy in the stock market, and I spent $5,700 doing exactly what it told me to do. And in this video, I'm going to tell you what happened to my $5,700. When ChatGPT came out in late 2022, I wondered if it could help me make money by telling me which stocks to buy in the stock market. Now, ChatGPT is great at a lot of different things. It can analyze data, it can write code, it can browse the internet, but can it help me invest in the stock market? I decided to find out. So I started this project called the GPT Investor, and I wanted to answer that question. Can ChatGPT help me make money? But how do you figure out the advice that ChatGPT is giving you is actually good? So in the investment world, there's this thing called S&P 500 Index Fund. In short, it's called SPY. Now, it essentially is a combination of 500 of the largest stocks in the US stock market all combined into this one stock. And it turns out that 90% of all professional money managers never beat the S&P 500 index. For example, in the last 1 year, even Warren Buffett, the guru of all gurus, did not beat SPY's performance. So if ChatGPT could beat SPY, it would beat 90% of the professional money managers, even Warren Buffett. That should be impossible, right? Right? So on May 16th, 2023, exactly 1 year ago, I started investing using ChatGPT, the GPT Investor. I actually published every single thing I did, the data, the prompts, everything on a website called gptinvestor.co. You can actually go check it out. Here's a brief summary of what I did. I used ChatGPT and other AI platforms like God Mode, which uses the same underlying technology as ChatGPT to get the recommendation. And every time I got a recommendation from ChatGPT, I spent $300 and used a brokerage account to buy those stocks. And every single recommendation had a timeline or a duration attached to it, like 3 months. And after every duration, I would sell that stock. So how did ChatGPT do? Did it beat SPY? Did it beat Warren Buffett? In total, I generated 19 separate sets of stock recommendations using ChatGPT, and I spent $5,700 investing in these recommendations. The timeline of these investments ranged from 7 days all the way to 1 year, and in total, ChatGPT recommended 31 different stocks to buy. In the end, ChatGPT made me 11.5% or $658 from my investments. And instead of listening to ChatGPT, if I had put that money in S&P 500 or SPY, I would have only made 8.8% or $507. Let that sink in a little bit. This means that ChatGPT made me 30% more money than SPY or S&P 500. Remember, 90% of professional money managers never beat SPY. This means ChatGPT made me more money than Warren Buffett would have made me. I'm shook. I'm stunned. I don't know what to say. If ChatGPT can already beat S&P 500 and 90% of professional money managers, what's going to happen when GPT-5 comes in? GPT-6? These models are getting smarter and smarter every single day. By the way, if you want to find out exactly how I generated the stock recommendations using ChatGPT, go to the website. I publish all the data, all the prompts, and everything I did to generate these recommendations. By the way, I did not have to write a single line of code to do any of this. And I plan to do a lot more. Now that I have the proof of concept, I plan to do a lot more investing using ChatGPT, and I plan to publish all the data on the site. And I just think singularity is coming. Might as well take advantage of it. By the way, none of this is financial advice. Do your own research before investing, and good luck.